Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's start to play some Blitz games, and who wants to play, send me challenges, okay? Okay, we have Scandinavian defense on the board, and let's take these pieces short castle and we will see. Queen e2 even can be, but I don't think knight e2 will be the best one here, which I could play, okay? Queen trades and bishop e2 won't be bad. I think a little bit better than this. Knight f3 won't work, probably f3, but how can I develop my knight? Okay, let's cut this queen from the bishop, and now we can get some trades and really create advantage. Well, let's castle, and yeah, we have this really great e-file. Sorry, 1 minute. All right. He's trying some kingside attack. Okay, let's develop our pieces on the center and try to take something from his kingside, which is a little bit weak, right? Or okay, queenside. Players in Scandinavian defense are trying to castle on queenside, but now his queenside is very weak. Just the knight isn't doing anything. The bishop traded, and which regent is doing anything here. Okay, let's sacrifice a pawn here, but this a file should be open for us. Now his kingside is very overextended, and I'm destroying his queenside. So now he can castle. I think he even don't want to castle here, probably. But center is really great protected. He can even keep his king here, but I will try to open the center. Okay, but why? Even queen d4. Okay, I'm attacking the rook, and if I take with a queen, that should be more accurate, I think, because queen checks and take a6 and bring the knight, okay? And now he need to protect the rook. Okay, that's going to be great one. If I take a6, knight can jump. If knight jumps, just king d7, I will force him to bring center and bring the rooks. This e file and d file is open. Should be great one. Okay, let's take. Is he pressuring anything or not? I think that's pretty okay. Bring the rook. What about f4? f4 takes. I haven't words. Alright, let's play another Vienna game, okay? Takes knight f3. Knight f3 to prevent from queen h4 check, and yeah, some taking ideas. Even after this trade, my center is great. Bishop c4, castle, and attack on f7, right? Castle. Okay, let's defend d4 and then castle. Somehow, like knight a5, can it take the bishop? My white square bishop, some trading ideas even could be there. Okay, let's go e5 and open this center. Now I have really great advantage here. d5 is coming and bishop b3. Probably he's wanting to take that. Okay, how can I take? Okay, let's take with the knight. And then the bishop, right? I don't want to trade the queens because my queen is great on that center. Takes, bishop takes. f6 will be pressured. Probably the best move not to take the knight. If I suck, his knight should be defended from the queen, but if queen don't keep this defended, I will suck the bishop, okay? Wait, can I sacrifice? Takes. Rook takes, I will take the bishop, right? Let's see if it can work or not. I think that can't be good, but let's calculate. Knight takes and his kingside will be very weak at the time. So that's why rook a3 to bring it on g3 and some attacking ideas. If rook g3, he will just, some forking ideas will be even right now. Okay, let's trade and my rooks will be hyperactive, even my queen there. Let's try to get anything from here. We traded very much, so I don't like that, but my position is crazy good. His rooks aren't doing anything. And before it's going to be in a really great square on that center, let's try to do something. Just main defender for his position, I think this white square bishop, because that's preventing some sort of double the pieces and some other. Rook f3, queen e7. Takes, yes, that will be. What about rook sacrifice? I haven't any checks. Rook g3, king h8. Okay, so that's still not working, but let's try some sort of double the rooks and pressure f7. That's won't be easy for him to protect. Queen e7, I think only move. Okay, I forgot about that move, but that's weakening g6 and giving me some opportunities there. Okay, where's the rook? Now these white squares are open, which I'm happy to see. Okay, in the future, I think some sacrifices will be there. Takes. Wait, takes and queen g6. Okay, that should be winning. If I sack the rook, he takes, queen g6. Doesn't matter h8 or f8, that should be same thing. I will almost mate him. Okay, now queen g6 won't work. Takes. Okay, let's bring the knight and some sort of taking ideas will be. Please wait a minute. Story. Okay, bro. Find me on chess.com and I will play with you, okay? Where can I sacrifice? On h6, I will take f6. On g7, should I play? Okay, that looks like very forcing move and attacking on his queen. But we need to be careful about these checks. Now that's won't work, okay? He plays it anyway. And his two figures are under attack. How we can defend all that? I think queen e8 is only move here. But I can take the bishop. His three pieces are under attack. My username is... Okay, got it, bro. Find me on chess.com. I will accept your challenge. His three pieces are under attack. That's why I sacrificed the knight, you see? Even g7 sacrifice. That looks like very forcing move, when I am taking with a check. Okay, who said no? How can I take? I think no difference. Rook e7 he will protect. And queen f6 I will attack on the rook and from h8 I will try to mate her. Okay, my mastery story. Prepare next one with you, okay? If there is any problem, say about me. For example, you can't find our summers. Okay, that's mate in 2 which he missed. Probably he was trying to prevent from mate in his position, but rook h8 is coming. That's anyway mate. Okay, GG. Let's play new one and We will see, okay? We can play Sicilian defense here. Okay, d5 is coming. Please don't forget to like. It's really important. Takes, and even knight c6 can happen. Okay, knight takes. When pawn is going g3 and bishop g2 will come, just be sure you can keep this diagonal protected. Okay, knight c6. How can he protect d5? Yes, some knight jumps, but you know I can pressure here very much. If he takes... Okay, why he moved his bishop on b5? That can be accurate, you know? Because now these white squares are weakness for his position. And even queenside castle, I don't think that's gonna work for him. Because already he has a little bit weak squares there. Some weak pawns. Takes, even queen can take, you know? Bishop d7, now that's pinned. So even if I take just queen takes, that's will be good for him, you know? Takes. Okay, I force him to take to keep my pawns with each other and continue to pressure this dark square pawn there. Pawn takes. You know, some moves like f4 will protect d5, but that should be very aggressive one. Bro, you have a very good gameplay. Thank you, bro. If you want, we can play. I will teach you some skills from my games, okay? And please, who has which follow my channel there. I can take c5. I'm seeing how can I trap his bishop. Bishop takes, even queen takes, you know, c5 and then d4. I will fork because, no, bishop takes c5, bishop back. I will fork anyway from d4. But you know the difference. Thank you, bro, so much. You can play with me. You can find me on chess.com. Athenian is my username here. And we can play, okay? If you want. Some sort of c5 won't work because, you know, d5 is pressured with two pieces. If that weren't just, you know, that forking ideas should be. What about queen e7? Okay, queenside castle won't work and kingside castle. Because I have a white square bishop and he hasn't, just that should be a little bit hard for him to defend. Okay, Mastery Story, next one with you. Did you find me on chess.com? Send me friend request, okay? Now this pawn is little bit under attack, but if I protect with a bishop c5, queen back, and doesn't mean where. d4 is coming. Even he can check, but if I protect with a bishop d4, you know, his queen should be under attack and his two pieces, and he's gonna lose a piece there. Okay, send me friend request, so I will have your request here, okay? So I will accept and we will play. Because if not, I can't find you. Okay, Prajak. Dabori. Okay, that's a little bit hard name. You should be from India, right? I have very much viewers from India. Okay, bro, I found you on chess.com. I accepted your challenge. Before that's under attack, I'm gonna take this. It's some sort of like rook b6. Attack the queen and he will lose a move there just for going back. Okay, that's for very that was very logical. Logical. Your name is Braju because I know I accepted your challenge. Raju 272, okay? Mastery story. I will play next one with you and then with Rajak, okay? Rajak, I think I'm calling your name right. If not, sorry about that. I think you will wait until I will play with him, okay? Thank you too, bro. Okay, a really tricky move. If I take, he will take the queen. Charul? Okay, Charul, nice to meet you. Thank you too much for waiting. If I take, he will take the queen, but I need to get out from this triple fork, and only way to get out from here, that's queen g5 check or not. Even f4. Okay. Now I have some hanging pieces. I think I need to sacrifice. If he takes the rook, this cover check will be. And from this cover check, you know, queen is attacking, and how can I create some other attack? Knight d3 probably. Or I don't know, really tricky. I think g2, that's still unprotected. Bishop check. You know, some if I castle, bishop should be under attack. That's why I'm doing this. What about knight e3? Will be a really aggressive move. Knight e3, queen check, king f8. Okay, let's castle and then knight e3. You know I'm attacking on the rook, and from c2 I will check, and from sacrifice some material that should be almost winning. Oh, hello, Brilliantor. Okay, I started about 15 minutes before this. Don't worry. Okay, Brilliantor. I have two challenges. I think you will wait, okay? Well, he lost all time. He was up exchange, but his kingside, I mean queenside where he castled here, that's a little bit under attack, and some checking ideas, some discover checks will come. I think I should be much better there. Really? Thank you for that, bro. Yes, I'm a little bit polite, why not? I'm trying to be. Okay, French Sicilian. About 400 elo, not bad. Very much players can't be 400 and they are trying all day. Bishop c5, and you know I'm pressuring this kingside. f2 is weak. Knight f6. Knight f6 castle, or knight f6 e5 can be possible. Highlights? Okay, I will see that. After stream, I will see, okay? I would like to keep my bishop on this diagonal, but he's gonna take. Because if he's not trying to take just, it should be just lose a move for him. Okay, e5, and you need to be sure if your opponent playing e5 just you have another square to jump. If not just, you have to go back, which should be lose a move for you. d5, e5. Okay, that should be the worst move he could play. Because he's plundering pawn on e4 and e3 is really great pressure. Queen g5. Okay, the knight is pressured. I think d5. I have really great pawn structure. And queen h4. Or even g5, how I thought, because e3 is a little bit weakness. I would try to work that. Pawn here just takes. I will take with e-pawn just to bring my bishop activity on his king side. Even he cannot to take, but I'm not preparing to take this. What about e5? e5 he will take a pawn. Okay, forget about that. He took and that's much better. Bishop f5 and this will be underpin and he will lose a move just bringing his queen safety, and I will use that idea as bringing my rooks in a really great fights, okay? Okay, that's a move that I didn't expect. Just if I take queen takes. Okay, I think he thinks only that, but what about queen knight g3? Queen is under attack, he can't take, and the rook is under attack. Okay, Brilliantor, thank you. I think they will listen to you. If I take rook f2 and his rook will be safe. Okay, takes king e3. King e3, d4, right? Okay, wait, king takes. Really great, bishop d3 is coming. Thank you everyone for liking. That's really super important, you know? Okay, I fork him just. I was up exchange and now I'm up rook. You know, some pinning ideas. See, I calculated, I mean 3 or 4 moves and that one was great. Queen e1. Okay, why queen e1 back was... I can bring, you know, some rooks and some others. And queen e1 bishop back will be made, so how we can protect? Queen c1 and e1. I think there is no difference. Okay, let's play. I think h3 is a move that he will play, okay? h3, what if I bring another one here? Or even I can pressure just. Let's attack on the queen, and you know I'm attacking b2. He can't protect b2. And the queen at the same time. If it gonna lose, that second rank will be mine, and no, that should be very hard for him to defend. Miss it queen we discovered check. Where? I think there weren't. How could? Okay, for sure he missed that because, you know, bishop was protecting, but he's blocking the bishop way here. Madan. You, yes? What that means? Ah, yes. Okay, we will see that after this. Queen f2 is only move and rook takes. Even we are doing pre-move. Let's see how I missed it. But where? After which move? Okay, that was checkmate. You could have a queen for free. Okay, who wants to play? I'm waiting for next challenge. What was your name? Charul, are you here? I promised to you, but that seems you are not sending. Queen e8. Okay, that's a little bit unclear. I didn't found that. Okay, we have what we have. Elechin's defense, okay? Okay, Prajak. Okay, what was your name? Sorry, that's a little bit hard name. I can't remember. You are best player. Thank you, bro. You didn't play bad, you know, very much players in such rating that you have just can't even get endgame when they are playing to me. You played very well, bro. Just, I think you need some experience. How many months or years are you playing chess? 86. Just that's why when you're bringing knight f6, d5, and b6, you need to play, not e4. Because e4, you see his position very bad. He moves the knight, queen e2 check. Okay, or even this. Anyway, he was gonna lose his turn. Queen e5 check. Okay, let's see, I map a figure and even bishop and bishop here and bring the rook. Karul? Yes, I think I'm calling that right. Okay, bro. Next one I will play with you. Rook is coming, I map a figure. How can this be bad? Bishop f4 just... You say I'm attacking and he's losing tempo to defend the knight and he hasn't enough time to bring another piece's activity. Just see his queenside can't move just. His bishop is blocked and his central pawn isn't active. I can get some simple trades here, but because bishops are really cool pieces in that endgames, I would like to keep. Not this time because he's gonna lose c5. So rook is coming. Okay, trades. And some backrack checkmate, and that should be sound like a joke, but how can he defend that backrack checkmate after trades? His bishop is blocked and he needs to move the pawn one of that, bring the bishop out so rook can protect, but for that he needs 3 moves, right? Takes, I think not takes should be the best because even this isolated pawn won't be here. Isolated pawns are main weakness positions like that. Okay, let's take knight c6, I believe. I will sacrifice the knight on e5 if he plays knight c6. That should be only move that will keep this from d8 mate, and even king f8 e7 font for to protect from that mate, okay? Sacrifice, he takes, I mate. He not take just. I believe some simple trades will be. Why he did that? Okay, let's take with the knight. If rook takes, knight takes. Okay, let's move from this pin. Where bishop. That's discover check. Yes, I memorized that position. Okay, that was position like that where his queen on that rank here. Okay, I completely understand you. Thank you for that. Takes, and even some pawn push to not get backrack checkmate. I can take. Yes, for sure. Or, okay, I couldn't. I thought I will gonna mate from b8. Now I can't. Okay, I have another extra piece. Don't worry. Բարև ախպեր ջան։ Ինչ լավ է հայերը շատ են մեր մոտ։ Ինչ կա, ոնց ես։ Hello bro. You are Armenian or not? Check king g2 and I would like to bring my rook on c8 because the knight is protecting me from backrack checkmate. I will remove that defender, okay? Okay, now for sure that won't work. His knights can run on that e5, a5, but check, king f7, check from here. I don't want even to bring his king in a really great central square there. Okay. Do you want to play Charlie Johnson? Here and knight d7. Knight d7 to pressure this pin and force rook trade, right? If I trade the rooks, I can push that pawn. I think there is can't be made. Just if I try just h6, he will prevent that. Okay, let's see. Bishop knights can come and some rook trades, and how he can protect these pawns from queening. With knight he can't, that's for sure. But can I be tricky and some mate? Goes your rook by check. No, the rook is defended. Yes, some tactics could be bad. Because the rook is defended, that won't be bad, you know? Anand. Bishop d6, just keep protecting. Okay, let's even f4, just won't be bad. Some pawn pushes and bring king to the center will be great. In that, all your endgames, try that. Try to create this pawn structure and, keep it each other, so all that will be defended. Okay, check. That shouldn't be any tricks, right? So I found the difference that his rook were on e4 that was guarded, but after f4 he will lose that. Okay, why he did that? He moves the knight, I will take the rook. Doesn't mean we're just d3 f3. If I take that, should be trade. At the time I need to take the knight. I should be up a knight, If not the rook, the knight for sure. Hello, they just were champion. How are you, bro? Okay, that one is cool. That's pressured and I will win this, okay? But I think I haven't enough pieces for mating in this position. So let's keep and, queen pawns. Okay, take that, I'm trying to mate. d6, sack the knight. Okay, let's sack the knight. Doesn't matter, Rook f7 takes. Okay, the time won't work, that's mate. Okay, a really great mate was. Charul, I am waiting for your challenge. Who is here? Who wants to play? Okay, still I haven't challenged. Who else wants to play? Let's play another 3+2 and I will wait next challenge, okay? c3 isn't great move in that white position, but anyway. For white states needs to be a little bit aggressive. I don't recommend this variation. He's trying to be some tricky that's very looks like Grob opening here. Nothing is sank, bishop e6 and some discover attacks will be. Like bishop e6. d4 now won't work. So even he doesn't need to move the queen. Okay, he's doing not problem. But I can't understand why he pushed that pawns, just probably trying to block his position. Okay, let's take. Yes, that was the idea, to bring attack on my king side. Knight takes. Okay, you can take the bishop. My rook will be active. Is e4. This king in the middle, I would like to force him to castle. There is no good way he can castle. I think even queenside just That's a little bit overextended. Okay, Charu. I will wait the next one, okay? I waited almost 1 minute and I thought no one is gonna play with me. Okay, bro. No problem. Don't worry. The knight moved to f3, that's... now I can go e4. At that time I can't because he blocked his bishop and the other one isn't defending, right? The knight. Yes, I'm sacrificing a pawn, but now my position is really active there. In some sort of bishop c5. Let's discover attack. I don't know is it right or not. If I move the bishop, for example, where h7 check, king here check, g7 will be loose. Okay, now I can't move the bishop and it's under attack. His knight is guarded. What about g6? Okay, that's really cutting his pieces from my side. And bishop h6, bishop f8. That should be a good move there. Here queen h7, here mate. Okay, from e7 I can just protect my position. Here check, here I don't know. Okay, how can I prevent from this check? Check here. Check. I think I don't need to worry about this. What about... Okay, queen is attacking. Let's see if he can take or... Okay, that was very bad. I thought he will gonna check here. So I will keep attack on that e-file, okay, at that time. The knight is coming. Oh, hello, I see bear. How are you, bro? The knight is jumping. I would like to kick the knight back and... No, where? f6, even take check won't work. Knight f3 I will take, and because that spin he can't take it back and he will lose the queen. Thank you, I see bear, I'm good too. Knight f3 I will take, knight e4. Okay, knight e4 I think only move that he can save the knight. What should I play after that? f5? f5 queen trades, bishop knight trades. Okay, now he hasn't any attacks in my position. What about g5? Queen escapes f5. Okay, he will take with a check, forget about that. And where's the knight? Okay, let's bring the rook. Okay, no, sorry. That's attacked. Even some bishop h6. Okay, let's still keep defending. Our time is a little bit low. Not very much time, but I will try to schedule that. And you will know that it will start, okay? 212? How far is Nasser? Really great one. Okay, continue, you will gain more. Okay, great Faris Nasser. Thank you twice, Iber. Okay, I will check your channel and see how you are gaining. Your shorts are crazy funny, that's why. Crazy good, I mean. Got it in 1 day. Yes, I know. Best editor in the world. Everyone, the club, Bull, please follow him. He's really great content creator. Okay, I believe we need to do some pre-moves here. Just do not lose on time, okay? Can I take? Okay, what I missed here? Takes. I'm wondering some sort of checks, but that seems now I can't. Okay, now still he's defending very well, but he missed this on D2 or not? Okay, I see, Bear. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get this state. Still I'm down a figure, but okay, I'm happy he didn't trade it. No, down a queen, I can't do anything. Queen check is coming. He's not seeing his defense. That's can be a little bit even tricky. King a1 only move. Okay, he plays from b2 some mating threats, even d1. Which you mean, Faris Nasser? That seems he wants to keep checking. Probably some mating ideas, or probably he's trying to make a draw here. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. I think queen f8 and he will try to reputate this position. If I bring my king in a little bit middle, I think he can just bishop check and... Okay, what should I play? That's... Okay, that was only move he could defend. Hikaru, Narutitsky, Gotham Chess, Huyumi. Both as sisters, why not? Okay, here, and can I protect this position or not? That should be super hard, but let's try. Okay, I believe I can. Our time is very low, and if it weren't, probably some tricky moves could be from my position, okay? Okay, let's wait for next challenge. Charul, where are you? I'm waiting for your challenge, I promise to you. Okay, let's send him challenge and play. Who is new? Find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Send request and then challenge, okay? Well, let's play 3+2 here. I am sending you challenge. Okay, warning to you, Nightbot. From Nightbot, I mean. Charup, where are you? Okay, we have this. 1200, not bad. It is d5. And then knight f6, okay? Knight f6, c6 doesn't matter. Please don't forget to like my stream, okay? That's really important. Bishop, even queen or knight can be, but you know, knight on f6 will be great in positions like that. And this castle, knight d4 and queen b6. Yes, some central squares that I need to get. Even c4 can sacrifice, even trade, I don't know. And sack the bishop on a3 just to have that really great position. Okay, c4 he takes. I will discover check and take the queen. Okay, great move from him. He's keeping pressure and also defending his queen. So the rook can jump or c4 now won't work. He takes. Okay, c5 will be open. I don't recommend him to take this. Okay, he's missing anything or not. If I take, knight take will be, I'm gonna say, only move that. What if I sack the knight and d4? I will lose 2 pawns like that. He has to take with the knight, and because he's not doing, he's losing a piece from here. How many likes we have, Faris Nasser? Okay, that's under attack. That's he needed to take with the knight. Okay, am I missing something or not? Okay, the knight is still under attack. Doesn't mean which square that was. That's under attack. The bishop is attacked. If I take 13, okay, we need only 7 likes. Please, let's get that. He did this accidentally because, his bishop was under attack. If I take the knight, he could take, and, that should be okay for him. But I took the bishop and his queen was under attack, and I forced him to take the pawn, and I took another figure from him. That was the whole difference. Okay, I think I need to sacrifice a piece here. If he takes the queen, I will take his queen. Can he take bishop on e6? Takes... Okay, he can't. But if that weren't, probably he could just... queen b2 will be moved. Queen where? Queen c6, rook c8, and pressure hits diagonal. Byline. This file can be pressured from him very well. Just I can bring another rook and even the knight, the bishop. c2 will be problem for him, and even somehow c3. c3, I don't know. He will gain the white square's weaknesses here. So he's trying to get this d-file and trying some counterattacks. I'm up a figure. I can even trade some pieces just. That will be very simply, but I don't like that simply moves. If queen won't guard at c3, I think I can sacrifice queen takes, bishop f5 check. Okay, he's doing. I can even sack the bishop and then the knight. Here's... Okay, the difference that won't be made. What about bishop f5 takes, knight e3? That should be fork here. Okay, I don't know. Yes, you will have very much followers than me. I believe you. Now he can take the knight, and I should be up exchange at the time. Now I'm up a figure, but up a figure is great than being up a figure. Up a exchange, sorry. If I move the knight, he can take. Wait, here takes. Okay. I think I'm gonna lose anything. Which I missed. Okay, that was mistake. Yeah, accidentally. What about here takes? Okay, how can I get out from here? Okay, sorry, I thought that I knew that, but I therefore okay, he will take. I don't need even to move that because that spin he can't take. Rook trades, and that should be better for me than him. Let's bring the rook on d7. He can't take, which I forgot absolutely. And my time is keep running here. We need to be sure we are not blundering on time there. Okay, the rook is super defended, and I will force him just some trades there. Bishop. Knight f4 not because he can't take. His pawn is pressured here. And if I move the knight, just, some mating threats should be there. And that I will gain mate there. Okay, let's trade. Even queen sacrifice can be, and he can't mate, I believe. You know why? Checks queen e8. If I take, the queen should be made from e8, but okay, somehow let's bring this. Somehow, like, g7 is free. What do you mean, Faris Nasser? Okay, let's bring the knight on the center and we could take, but I think some tricks will be. I was a little bit afraid for doing that. Okay, knight back takes. I am up a figure. I need to play not risky moves there. Takes, queen takes. And I will pressure this c5 pawn. You know it can't go forward, but some like queen d6 and some other. Okay, thank you for the trades. I was trying to simplify my position and I think I'm getting takes. Let's straight and probably bring my king on that queen side there. Okay, these pawns are forked. Okay, not that one. I think I can take these pawns and sacrifice the knight on that queen side. I'm not sure. Because if I get this pawn just... I don't need this knight and some other figures in this position. Here, check won't work, and if not king forward, just I will bring this. Okay, I could even check. Because that was guarded, I didn't rack that time. Okay, anyway. Take won't be the best or the worst. Okay, because he can't escape, probably that should be the best. Okay, see, he tried to trick me. If I take free rook just, he will make a new queen. I'm checking and taking this pawn and that should be GG. Just, you know, if we trade all that pawns on that board just, and I have only knight and rook against his rook, that's, that's won't be winning for me, you know, that's will be very hard. That's why you need to keep some pawns. Okay, that's with a check. I think I was checking and taking that pawn from his position, but not really. I don't like that trades and damage my pawn structure. So h6 is coming and I will force his king to go back. Knight here. Okay. Drag Marcus, hello bro. Do you want to play? Okay, now king back and I'm gonna take these pawns. Okay, I was trying to do some pre-move series design. Okay, who wants to play? It sent him rematch. He played a really cool game actually. Let's send him rematch. He isn't accepting anyway. Let's play new one. Who wants to play? Send me challenge. I mean, not the worst endgame, bro, but you need to work on your endgames, you know? Your middle game and openings was greater. Okay, knight c6 trades. How many likes we have? Please, let's get it 20 likes. e5 is coming, and how can I prevent? Probably d6. And I don't know, I would like to go d5, now I can't. But what is he trying to do? Can we force him to take or not? Okay, let's... I have a crazy idea just... You know, rook g8 and I will move the queen. If he takes and the g file will be open for me, that's... I think should be not the best position for him. If you understand endgame, you will understand all openings and middle games, believe me. You need very much calculation on that endgames, and if you can do anything in that endgames, openings and middle game, they can't trick you. Not that crazy idea that you need to know. Let's go a5. If I not go just if he goes, just bishop c7, and that should be blocks with my own pawn. That was the idea. Takes, his bishop will be active. Even bishop d7, but that won't be bad if I bring on that diagonal. Okay, bro, I will accept your challenge next one. Let's please say your nicknames though. I will accept your challenge, okay, bro? Can I go g5? But my plan was to just bring the queen and see if he takes just. He will destroy my king side a little bit, but because I have really great rook and my queen will jump and dark square bishop is great and I can bring another white square, that should be a great idea. So take will be mistake for him. Thank you too, bro, for joining my stream. Okay, I think I will see you in my next stream. I'm doing streams every day. Okay, Piyush, no problem. Okay, see my opponent plays clever, just he didn't take the knight. Because my rooks will be great active there. Probably somehow he's trying rook g1 and don't get that diagonal to me. Anyway, let's bring all that pieces here. I will take with the knight and pressure f2. What is he doing? That should be the worst one he played. If he takes king g1, he will lose the knight. If bishop h2, he will lose the knight on h4. Okay, if he not take, I take. I take or not take? That's the problem. Okay, why not? Even take with a king, right? We can even trade the queen trades now and bring rook on g8 and we should be up at tempo. Queen g4, he will take the knight. What about knight where? Knight g4? Okay, how can I keep the knight guarded? I think on g5 that should be great and it's Angel Pesat and some other pieces should be under attack there. In knight g5 we would have enough time to guard this h6. This queen is pressured. What about queen h5? Okay, I am not sure I missed that or not. But let's find. Can I... What can I? Can I sack the queen and play c5? I don't know. I'm thinking, can I or not? Okay, let's do that. That will be crazy one, but let's try that. I don't know. f3. I'm bringing very much pressure on his position, but I'm not sure. Okay, he played f3. Takes, rook takes. What about d4? Okay, I missed this. Yes, bro. A little bit earlier. I forgot this check. If he takes, bishop takes, and I don't know, my position can be active there, but even these some files that aren't defended from him. So let's see, can we win or not? Okay, now I can't take. I could win the knight was dash, right? If I sack the rook, bring another. I think still I can take. Okay, let's bring the rook and if rook e1 from f1 or a1, just rook g4 keep pressure this bishop. Because some checks and everything can be. But first let's keep it defended. I would like to bring the bishop, that's the worst figure here. Juju Gogo. Hello. Thank you for coming to my stream. I moved the rook check, rook back mate from h7. What about... Okay, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna lose this. Anyway, we didn't play so bad. Can we reach 20 likes? I think I will improve my chess and play more great, okay? Well, let's play Vaina Gambit if he plays a5. Okay, that's why it looks like Vaina Gambit now. That's not, but that's called McDonald attack. d5 takes. Okay, we will see. If d4, that's should be a little bit overextended here. Can castle pressure this f-file and some f7. Okay, Piyush, I forgot about your challenge. Next one I will wait for sure, okay? Knight here takes. My pawns will be double, but f7 will be pressured. That's what I'm trying to do. Takes or f7. Okay, let's see. What if I suck the knight? Suck, king takes, take g6. And what else? Okay, let's sacrifice all that pawns because I think the pawns are disturbing. Takes d4 and take with a queen, okay? Yes, can be. That makes videos. Thank you for that. Bishop g5 and our bishops are great here. What should we play? Queen where? Probably f2 to keep this f7 pressured. That's defended with two pieces. I will try to disconnect from f7, right? I think he's gonna castle on kingside, but he's playing a little bit slow plans. So what is b6? Okay, just bishop e3. He was trying some pinning ideas, but you know that didn't happen. All right. He saw that move before b6. Takes. Okay, but why? Let's attack on the queen. His king didn't castle yet, so can we pressure his position or not somehow? What about... I don't know, what should I play? I would like to attack on the knight, force the knight back. Okay, I'm down to piece. Tuck the knight and bishop away. Yes, I was trying to do that, but you know he's protecting very well his position. What about queen g3 and bring the rook? His white squares are defended very well, but what if I try to attack from the dark squares there? The rook can't jump. What about another rook here? And rook f3, right? Okay, we don't need some trades there. I can't take, I can't... I think go back should be the only move here that's working. Let's get out from this pin, and somehow if I move the knight, the rook here, I can, okay? h5, h4, h5 sounds great because I will kick the knight back and g5 should be under attack a little bit. Yes, but I think he would have enough time to castle, and you know f7 is now great. He takes, I takes. That's not a pin. That's why I got my king's safety and get out from that pins, okay? I think he's gonna try and take that queenside pawns, but no, I think I'm bringing very much pressure on his kingside. Still, he needs to keep defending that. h5, kick the knight back. Okay, what is he playing? Okay, he's attacking on the rook second time. That's why I can't take. But he's keep pressuring anyway. If I move the rook only one, trades. Okay, I don't need that trades. If he trades everything here, I think I can resign. But let's see. Is there anyone who wants to play? Okay, Piyush. Next one I will play with you. Okay, what should else I can do? What about h5? h5 knight back. Even he can check and trade the queens. Okay, that was the idea. Okay, great one. Great one here. Let's waiting for challenges and play, okay? Is there anyone who wants to play or not? If anyone new, find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Before that, I will play some games. Ah, okay, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna resign this. I didn't had challenge there. Okay, Piyush, I'm gonna send you challenge. I sent. Accept and let's play. Okay, after she will gonna accept, let's check everything here. Hello, lexical code. How are you, bro? I am fine, thank you for that. What about you? Do you want to play? Bishop d6 and even pawn take. If I take this, just his rook will be open, which I don't. I want to do that, okay? The knight. Even c5 somehow. Yes, you are doing great, I see there. I didn't play bullet very much time. Takes, and then f5. No worry, lexical code. Don't need to apologize. Oh, Borokyunda, hello, bro. How are you? Okay, no need, sorry. Everything is okay. Please don't forget to like and everything will be okay. F5 takes, and my pawn structure will be great here. What about I take the bishop? The bishop, the knight, and then the knight. Okay, he took like that. I didn't wait it for that move for sure because you know the knight is going to c6. How we can guard this? Knight f3, queen c7. If he takes with h pawn, you know he's doing right. His rook is open, but he could defend with pawn on f4. Now he can't. And e3 is weakness, e5 is weakness. His pawns are isolated and double, which should be really hard for defense. This is gonna drop. If I take knight g5 and this pawn will gonna pressure. If I take, takes, I don't know what about if I take g4. Knight d2 takes, he will take g4. Okay, let's take this because you know queen will protect g4 and some taking ideas and bring this activity. Okay, that's why I was a little bit worried about. Knight trades takes. Okay, I think I won't lose anything here. I'm up a pawn. And how can I bring the bishop? Probably from b7 because somehow d4 that should be master bishop on this diagonal. Pawn takes. Okay, e3 is hang. We could even take e3 and then the pawn, but okay, let's not worry about that. Rook where? e8 probably. d4 takes. I will lose my queen if I take with a queen, and that won't a check. You know why? Because some bishop discovers check and my queen should be undefended there. That's the whole problem. d4 is coming. Now or not? Okay, let's pressure his position a little bit and then d4. You know, if rook e1 just before he can't take. Okay, he takes, his rook will be lost. He takes with a pawn just. How can he guard? He can't guard this pawn on e3. He takes with another, just e3 will gonna lose anyway. Okay, he lost this. His rook doesn't protect it a lot of time, you know. They just had one defender, that's why I took advantage from here. Okay, takes, we will trade the pawns and he will be down a full rook there. Who else wants to play? If anyone wants to play, say about that to me in the chat, okay? Well, he's trying some moves, but I think that's dead lost for him. He can't protect the pawn, and you know, I will create some passed pawns and try to mate this. Okay, lexical code. I will finish this and next one with you, okay? That's final mistake that he could do because... Okay, I thought my bishop on a6. If that weren't on a6, just I will attack on the bishop and from f1 would be made there. I thought about that couple of seconds. Okay, let's not worry about that and let's be sure we are moving our pieces on dark squares because, you know, some king g8 move and some winning ideas. He could even win that. Okay, here is a lexical code. I'm waiting for your challenge. Don't forget to like. Okay, bro, I sent you a challenge. Did we gain 20 likes already or not? Okay, let's see. Before what should I play? Indian game? Probably. He's from India, right? Let's play Indian game. K43, he's playing very much like this, but I think that's very much working as black. You know, Indian game, that's very looks like what he's playing, okay? Okay. C6 and block the bishop if he takes. Our bishop is great, protecting really great squares there. Knight f6. Some f5 and d5 even can work. Now my bishop isn't doing anything, that's why knight f6 not e7. You know about it, in that endgame or middle game, I will open the bishop way. e5, probably d4 e5 is coming to pin this and take a figure from here, but I will be careful about that. b2 is pressured and, you know, even if I bring h5 and knight h7, if I could, just his bishop should be under attack and the rook. And he's missing this, that sacrifice the knight. The knight, because he takes rook, is gonna drop here. He moves the rook. Okay, he can't. What about c3? Okay, I think c3 will be only moved to defend the rook, but let's don't forget his bishop is under attack too. So I didn't take that because that was a pawn. I took because I'm hanging. I'm gonna hang another piece in his position. Okay. So how can you get out from here? Just b3 was mistake, even when you are seeing this bishop is doing great job. Try to block that with d4, c3, not open this with b3. So what about f5? Okay, he's trying to block my bishop, and if he can that should be bad for me. Because I will lose 2 pieces against his rook, which should be good for him. That's why I went d4, try to take c3, or even some trades I will bring my bishop in defended square. Okay, we have 19 likes. Please one more like. Who is gonna like? Where is the knight? c5, e5 just. I think e5 just protect very much. Okay, bro, we will play next one. Okay, please wait a minute. Very well. f5 takes, pawn takes. The knight is pressuring here very well, but actually if he tucks on my bishop, bishop c3, I will lose a pawn there on d4, but anyway, I'm up exchange. Even bishop b2 if he moves the knight to attack the bishop, bishop a3. Okay, we will see when queen a5 to pressure his queenside pawn here, and his pawn can go forward and some bishop jump. Let's see, I could even open this kingside, but I think his pieces are doing great job there, so his weak spot on his queenside there. Queen a5, a4, and then b5 probably. You know, if I bring the rook and if I can bring the bishop, which is not doing anything. You know, he closed that white squares there and his bishop isn't active, but even my bishop isn't active. That's the whole problem. And who wants Twitch? Please follow my Twitch. The link is here in the pinned comments. Piyush, do you have or not? Okay, let's bring back, and even now we are not losing a pawn on d4. Probably we lose the pawn on b5, but okay, not much difference. Why he did that? Why he sacrificed that material? Okay, Piyush, please follow me. What if I attack on the knight? Okay, that's not about the knight, that's... Even queenside pawn is gonna lose and I can move that forward at the time. But first let's bring bishop back and... No. Okay, the second knight in the same square he missed. Rook is coming back. Okay, bro, why? He can be really great rapid or classic player because you know when he's playing a little bit fast, he can't handle that. Like his time is very much, and he's playing like with calculation. Okay. Okay, Piyush, where are you? I'm waiting for your challenge. Okay, lexical code after I will play one more game with him. Next one with you. Okay. Let's send him game and I will play a rematch with lexical code. Rapid, yes, we will play rapid. After this, send me that challenge. Okay, e4. What is he playing? Yes, probably he was playing e4. Okay, Piyush, where are you? d5, e6, even bishop f5, d6 sounds great. Ah, okay. Now we played blitz, but yes, you was a little bit slow, otherwise you will play very good there. I know. Takes, pawn takes. Okay, that was mouse click for sure. I can use that idea and bring some center attack because I'm gonna say his king's still in the center. C5 takes, and I will get e4 if he takes. Knight e4, f5. F5 takes. I don't know. My pawn structure will be great, but I would gain some dark squares weaknesses. That's the problem. Takes. Anyway, let's do that. I will have really complex position there. Let's bring the queen and rook c8, right? If I bring rook c8, just... I don't know, I have to take with the queen and some rook c1 if that were defended. So that c-file will be in his protection. That's the whole problem here. Rook takes, rook takes. If not take, we don't have to take. What about some moves like knight c3? Or just taking even? Okay, let's take. That was the only move. If not, just f2 should be hang. Takes. Let's go rook c6. If he takes, my pawn structure will be great on that center. Okay, let's try to do that. Pawn takes and even c5 ideas can be. Just open this diagonal, which my queen should be great here. And let's pressure and force him to trade. If not, just that c5 will be mine. Even f4 just try to destroy his pawn structure can be moved. If I attack on e5, just even with the rook, I would sacrifice that because queen f2 could be possible, but still I haven't any attack on that pawn. I believe I can't. Not the rook and another rook can attack, and no, his rook is pressured. If he moves like e1, okay, he's taking c6 and then c5, okay? What about rook takes? Yes, I closed c5, both of us, but I'm getting it back. Pawn takes, e5 should be unprotected at the time, some like f4 can be. But that's actual game, I think just I have a little bit great pawn structure in the center. You know, center is really important one. And that's actual, but you know endgames are the hardest part about chess. Queen were probably queen c6 and rook c1 won't work. If not rook c1 right now. Okay, which he plays. I have great idea here. I'm not even up a pawn here, but I would like to push that pawn. D4 check king here. Okay, because when you have one pawn, one passed pawn, and the queen can support bets, should be winning. D3 is coming. Probably I need to keep guarding that D3 and then push that pawn forward. You know why? Because you know some checks can be an... Probably I'm gonna lose this pawn, that's why. Okay, see how I said. If my pawn were on d3, how I could handle. I'm thinking like queen c5. I think f4 to not lose this pawn. Then queen c2 check king. I don't know, back. Probably, and you know I can push that pawn without saying anything here. Okay, even that pinned comments say that I have channel on Twitch which I'm streaming every day. Can also follow after. If I take g7, it's gonna lose and some pawn pushes, which I don't like. Okay, let's bring h6. Let's keep our consents that can support me for defend my position. Queen c5 is coming. e5 will be pressured, but that's not the idea. What about queen c2 and push this pawn forward? And that pawn need to be guarded all the time. Not what should I play? Okay, let's take. And some tactics like bring the queen and mate on that king side would be great one. If I go here, he will take e6. What about d3? How can I go d3? Still everything is guarded, but that can be tricky actually. Okay, let's trade these pawns, because if that pawns weren't just how we can mate. And all these pawns are defended, just that can be tricky, my kingside pawns. Maybe I will lose that, and if even lose, just these pawns should be tricky and some mating threats could be. That's why I'm trying to trade. King here. Okay, how I can keep all that defended and push that pawn? That's very hard. Probably king forward and some queen. Try some mating threats. Like king f4 from h8 will be made if he can go there. Let's see what will happen. If I can even check and trade the queens, I think that should be more easier to take a win, but still that's not for sure, you know. He can take this pawn. King g5 takes. King will take g4. a3. King here before takes. g5 here. Okay, I will make a new queen with a check. Let's do that. We can trade. If you not take, just how we can defend g5? Probably king back. His time is getting lower and he needs to play a little bit faster to not be on time pressure. Okay, he's guarding that. That should be in a short video when that was actually happened. Okay, how can I keep guarded? d3 queen takes. Really tricky one. If I suck pawn on e6, queen check, king back, d3, check. Okay, let's take a risk here. I don't know I will win or I will lose, but let's try. King h6. He can even keep checking and make a draw here. So let's see if he can do that or not. He takes e6. Okay, sit and push this. King, queen f6, reputation and draw, okay? He played very well and actually that was really tricky. Okay. Now this passed pawn will be so hilarious for him. But that didn't happen. Okay, lexical code, are you here? You wanted to play, yes? GG's, thank you. Thank you for playing, bro. You were great. Can you review the game? Alright, let's review that. Okay, lexical code, can you wait 1 or 2 minutes? Rapid, yes. Send me rapid before I will analyze this, okay? Winning for me? I mean for you. I don't know, let's see this. I think that was equal game, and yes, probably we could blunder anything, but I think that's not all the reason that could be winning for you or for me or something like that. Let's see that anyway. Okay, before some simple moves. Let's analyze and okay, how much was our percentage? Okay, I will see that little bit lagging. Okay, king f1 should be inaccurate. I played almost the best move in that opening here. Yes, that's completely drawn position. That's accurate. Okay, f5 is first inaccurate for me. Okay, trade for rooks. Okay, queen takes should be best, but why? h5 you blundered. Let's see that. Okay, h5. King h6, great move, yes. That's accurate position, bro. That's completely accurate. Graph shown for me, not for you, but yes, that's pretty accurate position, computer saying. Your percentage was 86, mine about 86, you know. Okay, let's play another one. It's a little bit lagging, I don't know why. What is happening? 1 minute? Well, let's play a new game here. Lexical code, send me rapid. Can we get 350 subscribers? Just one subscriber remain. Okay, let's finish this. That's very well lagging, I don't know why. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye everyone. Lexical code send me challenge, we will play anyway.